Didn't someone tell me that I'm muted, people? Can someone even tell me that I'm muted? Oh my God, I was absolutely muted. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Big up everybody that is here. None of the panelists actually noticed that I'm muted.
Well, where's the second intro? You normally have that other intro with the different music. I just have it on the background.
We got copyrighted for it. So no.
Oh, well.
Oh, come on. Yes. Big up everybody that is here. Hit the like button if you just joined us. Martin is going to be joining us in about 5 to 10 minutes, guys. But hit that like button if you just joined us. This is going to be a fiery debate about the Arsenal hate. Of course, we spoke about it on the terrace. About Liverpool, what is it? Liverpool, what is it? The depth today against West Ham, the Cups. So come on now. Hit that like button, people. Manchester City now with the shortlist. They want Rodri. They want Barella from Inter. Manchester City are put in a short list, but can actually Man City go to win the league without Rodri? Are they actually favorites to win the league now? Are Man City still favorites to win the league? That's what we're going to talk about. Hit the like button, people. Subscribe to that channel. Listen, Manchester City and Arsenal are now becoming to be a very, very good rivalry between both clubs. And also, we'll see what happens with this rivalry, because Paul Scholes are called Arsenal cheaters somehow on the overlap.
Really? For what?
Yeah. He literally called Arsenal cheaters. I think they were talking about Raya and the antics, and he told Jamie Carragher, by the way, Jamie, that is called cheating. I want your response.
Has he conveniently forgotten his entire Manchester United career? Because they were cheating the whole time. Oh, that's ridiculous. Anyway, who else?
Jamie Carragher, and then they are changing. Now they're calling Arsenal cheaters, bro. I want to understand something. Why do people not stick to the freaking football? Why can't people talk about the football? But there is a game that was played. I have not seen one person that in the media talk about the game. Everyone is talking about Rodri's injury. Everyone is talking about how Arsenal defended, and this is not football. I've been hearing about the dark arts, and Mikel Arteta called out Manchester City and said that I know what is going on there. Why is every headline now not about football? Why?
Because it's about attention. It's about attention seeking. It's not about the actual facts of it. It's about just becoming something. It's about becoming focus of attention. Do you know what I mean? That's what it is. Being nice, outlandish, being, drawing attention to yourself. That's what it is. That's why you see not this, obviously these channels are the ones I go on, but you see the clickbait titles, or you see now the famous thing is heated. You know, when a stream finishes, someone puts heated clash or something like that in it, and then you watch the video.
I do that sometimes.
I don't know, but
breaking news.
Yeah, but
it's
some of them like,
now.
Yeah, exactly. Or some of them like with the transfers this summer, they put Fabrizio in he's not on the show and he's not discussing it with the host or anything like that. It's just sensations. All stars
but I think that's beside the point. This is Arsenal Man City, right? And it's important for everyone to control the narrative on Arsenal. They don't want anything positive said about Arsenal. If someone says positive about Arsenal, they're called a glazer. It's important to make Arsenal feel small and crap and cheaters and time wasters and, intentional injurers and all this kind of stuff, because they don't want us focusing on how well we played. I don't think anyone's really talked about that Calafiori goal. Wait, they talk about the Calafiori goal and they say, yeah, I think it was an accident. I think it was a cross.
Oh, yeah. He was crossing to the back post. Shut up. He was shooting. That's a goal. It's a goal. It's a goal.
They have to reduce everything that we do down to like a meaningless thing. And then, the City players are out there trying to create these narratives. Like, can't get Bernardo Silva out of the media.
Let me just say this. As a Chelsea fan, I have no problem with the way Arsenal played that second half. If they'd gone out and people, why didn't they try and attack? They would have got destroyed 4-2 or something like that. And we'd be on a panel going, why the hell didn't Arsenal just defend for that half and grab a point? That's what we'd be saying. I have witnessed two of the greatest defensive displays ever, right? It's my own club in 2012 at Barcelona, and ironically, Mo's Inter Milan 2010 at Barcelona. Two of the greatest defensive displays I've ever seen. And that was a great Barcelona team as well, or they're coming to an end. Two of the greatest. So I have no problems with that, okay? I've seen teams with 11 men play behind the ball again away at City. Do you know what I mean? Let alone 10.
Bro, it is turning now into defense is not part of the game.
Yeah, like they try and take penalties out.
People talk about defense, and it's not part of the game. As football is only played one way.
Yes.
As of Arsenal, and also and this is what I debated with people. As if Arsenal in the next 8 games, and let me check exactly the next 8 games. You want to tell me, people, and I discussed this yesterday, the Arsenal against Bolton, Leicester, at home against PSG, against Southampton, against Bournemouth, and against Shakhtar Donetsk will play defensively.
No chance.
If you think that, you're deluded.
Yeah, you're mad.
If you think that, you are deluded. And also, I'm going to say something about this Arsenal defense thing. Yes, Arsenal have changed. Yes, Arsenal defend deeper now. I don't know the reason, but there are circumstances to this. This notion that Arsenal are just a defensive team, based on the sample size that we saw, wait a little bit for them to play lower opposition. I'm watching Bolton today. I'm not expecting Arsenal to defend against Bolton or Leicester. If they go and defensively against PSG, yes, I'll understand that. Right? If they go against Bournemouth away and they defend, yes. But I'm not expecting them to do that, because football states, right, is that they are a team that will attack.
It's complicated. Set piece goals, apparently they don't count as real goals anymore. They're not in the spirit of the game. And I think people are mad that we've got 12 or 13 away games in a row and we haven't lost any of them. People want us to suffer. They want us to lose. They're not happy if we're happy. So it's important to keep crapping on us. And it's getting a little bit exhausting for people that want to have actual football conversations. I try to watch.
Martin, I always say this. When you win a trophy, right? They write your name on the trophy, yeah?
Yeah.
It doesn't say how you played to win that trophy, right?
No.
It doesn't say it. It just says your name. We had the biggest luck in 2012. The biggest luck ever in 2012. It doesn't say that we didn't say we played like this or played like that. It just says you win. No one, listen, all those years that we were bantered, oh, you're so defensive football, I didn't care. Do you know why? My players' arms were hurting because they were lifting so many trophies during that time. It doesn't matter. Okay, it just doesn't matter. Arsenal will. I'm hoping if we go to Liverpool right after the international break, right? If we go take a point away at Anfield playing defensive football like you did, I'm taking it. I'm snatching that point away from Anfield and I'm taking it because that's a bonus for me. That is a bonus for me. I do not care. I'm taking any point away from Anfield. I can. Hopefully it's free. But if you offer me one right now, I'm taking it. I'm taking it. If we have to play defensive, I'm taking it.
It's also that if you're trying to build a decent footballing team, if you do not have a solid defense, it's like building on a house of sand. You can score as many goals as you want, but you could be picking the ball out of the net 4 or 5 times a game if you don't have your defense sorted. So I think that a structure that's
name a team that's won the title.
Okay, but to be honest, Martin, there is a difference between defending like an Everton or a Sean Dyche team or a Tony Pulis team and defending like a Liverpool team. There's a massive difference. Just we have to understand that there is a massive between like lines in front of each other. So there is a difference.
Have we made these teams like persona non grata now? Like we don't ever want to see those teams. Like that style of football is not football. Like people say Sean Dyche is like an insult or Tony Pulis is an insult, but what are you saying? Are you saying we had to go 10 men behind the ball because we didn't have any other, like we lost a player? Like,
no.
Saying, is that how we want to play? Is this what we want to do?
I don't know how would you play, but there are ways to defend it instead of hoofing the ball and I'm not saying that you did that every game, but instead of playing long balls and hoping for a second ball is yes, you can defend. Even Man City defend behind the ball. I'm talking football now. Even Man City defend behind the ball. You don't press all the time, right?
No, but I was saying
they have the ball, they try to.
I was just saying you can't have a decent footballing team if you don't have defense as a part of it. And you've gone and said that, well, now we're a Tony Pulis team. Like I'm just trying to say you need strong defenses like a foundation to make a good team.
Martin's right. But I think their three away games in Villa, Spurs, and Man City have been totally different defensive displays. They've been totally different, right? Against City, they had to defend like that. They were going to 10 men against the best attacking team in England, Europe, whatever you want to say. And it's on Man City to try and break Arsenal open. Arsenal had a lead and they defended down to 10 men. Against Spurs, they were without 2 of their key players in Odegaard and Rice. But they were confident. They were confident enough that Spurs, with their rubbish attack, wasn't going to break them down, and that was the truth. And they could hit them on a counter attack. Against Villa, Villa's probably out of the 3 the worst defensive display for Arsenal because they gave up a lot of chances at Villa. Villa had clear-cut chances to score against Arsenal. So it's a gradual build. It's a gradual build of their defence. Like you said, Mo, against Leicester, they're not going to play defensively unless they go down to 10 men again or something like that. They're not going to play defensively. They might not even play defensively if they go down to 10 men against Leicester because they feel confident they can beat Leicester with 10 men. But when they go away to Anfield, expect them to be this defensive away at Anfield as well when they go there. That's definitely happening when they go to Anfield. Even probably against your mob in the Champions League away at the San Siro, they'll go a bit more defensive like they did in Atalanta, maybe a bit, but
people complain about that. People complain about this.
That's because they watch
this. They say we knew Arsenal to play progressive-based football. That's what they said. They said we knew Arsenal play progressive-based football. Now we are not turning into this. That is the point that people do say. I'm playing devil's advocate.
Can I make a point about putting 10 men at the back? You know, I think that these teams, if they do that all the time, why does Man City keep winning games, right? If it's just as easy as just like, 10 men at the back, everyone in the box, they find a way to break these teams down. What Arteta did is he developed a way of players not actually committing to the defensive action. They were kind of marking their own area. It was like a 5-yard area. And if the ball doesn't come in there, then they drop back into their position. I think that there was a lot of like really good stuff there, which just gets thrown away because we've got a goal scored against us off a deflection at the end. But you know what you can do to survive. Man City haven't beat us in 5 games or 4 games. All the big 6 haven't beat us in a handful of games. So, you know, everyone's pretty mad about it. We're not used to being a good defensive team. People think that we're kind of like weak.
Before guys, there is over 600 people here. We are only on 100 likes. Guys, like yesterday, let's get this show to 400 people, to 400 likes, so we'll get more people watching, guys. The like button is underneath your live chat. The first thing you do, and if you're watching this on the replay, hit that like button as well. So like the video, people. Like yesterday's show was absolutely fantastic and phenomenal. Let's get to 400 likes. It looks like thumbs up underneath your live chat. Algorithms now aren't working, so we need your help. I need you share this video, hit that like button. I really need your help to actually get the algorithms back on my side. So hit that like button, people. It's underneath your live chat. Don't be cheap. It doesn't cost you a penny, but it helps me massively, massively, massively. Luke's first. Luke here. Thank you, Luke. Saying takes 1 second to like on your way in. Just 1 second and you like the video. Come on now. It's so easy and it doesn't cost you a penny. AMT saying the difference between Arsenal and Stoke playing defensively, we do it better. Of course, because you have better players, AMT. Of course.
At defending?
And I'm going to say that. I don't know what is going to happen in the future. Right? I don't know how Arsenal will play. I'm being honest. I am waiting for I said that yesterday. I am waiting for the next 5-6 games to actually analyze Arsenal's system. Is it a continuation of last year? It's a completely new one that relies on defense more. It relies on having banks of fours in front of each other or something. That is what I'm waiting to analyze, right? However, I'm going to say this. Arsenal have players that can defend in spaces. That is the thing. Arsenal have Salih. By the way, I am going to tell you something, and then I'm going to let Alex talk, and then big up Martin for being here as well. Thank you for joining. If Arsenal keep defending this way, I don't think we will call Saliba and Gabriel the best defensive duo in the league. Do you know why? Because I can't call. I'm going to tell you why. Normally, when we call the best defensive duo in the league, we call them based on stopping the attack by themselves, like Van Dijk, like John Terry and Carvalho, where the team's still in offensive. This notion that Chelsea were a defensive team, go watch the stats, go watch the games under Mourinho. Against 18 out of the 19 teams he played, he used to attack. He used to have 3 wingers on the time, right? Yeah. He used to play with 1 defensive mid and 2 like people because Mourinho defended with the Inter against Barcelona, people think Mourinho used to be like that. No, he didn't. Right? And that is what I'm saying. You have the tools.
We also saw him at Spurs. He had a pretty filthy low block tendency, and it would unsustainable.
Do you know why? Because the players are rubbish. Bro, he had what's his name? Davinson Sanchez. Bro, these players are rubbish.
Something called Radon or something.
Bro, these players are absolutely horrific. But anyway, I'm going to get Alex take on the Arsenal because he wanted to join as well before I get Martin.
What's up, people?
Big up.
I wanted to speak about yesterday on more about Arsenal, and there's a few things that people don't understand. City is the good team, probably one of the best teams in Europe right now, but they're not the same attacking team what they used to be. So to beat a really good defense, for example, used to be Mahrez as a backup. Remember that? Used to be that kind of offensive thing. I don't think even Saliba and Gabriel can stop it. That's the point. Like this time, it's not. It's, for example, like who is the Doku? It's not the same. I think Arsenal.
Are you saying they are good or bad? City.
City is not as good, and Arsenal is really good at defending. So it's kind of two things that
Arsenal still considered 2 goals, Alex. Arsenal still considered.
I know, but I understand that. But it's sometimes you gotta measure defense not by how like it's the minutes between the goals. When did they scored like Haaland goal? Yes, I agree. It's defensive error, but that's my point. Is you can say one thing and not actually degrade City. You know what I'm saying? City is not as good as they used to offensively, and Arsenal is better defensively than they used to be. It's kind of like a perfect storm.
Hold on. Don't you think the Arsenal are better defensively because now they are playing low block?
No, because not the only City.
Can I understand why you're laughing, Martin?
Okay, example Spurs game. We gave them the ball because we knew that we could manage them in like low risk areas. We pushed them wide. They don't have actually good chances. It's not like a low block. It's a management of risk. Okay?
So that's
it's
a
not
fact.
like we're all sitting in the box.
So you aren't challenging me, Martin. You aren't challenging me.
No, you're saying
the exact thing. You're saying all you said, Martin, is by design, which is, by the way, I am here for it. Okay. If you're gonna win all your games like this, I am on board.
But they're all different, and that's what everyone at Arsenal's excited about: is that we treat everyone differently and we play to those teams. With Wenger, we used to just go like, we used to go, okay, let's go out there and make art and play vibes and don't care about who the opposition is. We'll play the same way every time. Now we're like responsible and we're like able to look maturely and go, okay, we're going to play like this against this team. And I don't care whose piss it boils. As long as we get the result at the end of the day, I don't look. I could low block my way.
Let me ask you, Martin. Let me ask you a question.
Can I get Martin's Man City take on Alex's point that Manchester City are weaker up front
compared to what we used to have, not weaker, like compared to Mahrez as a sub?
Give me a season, because we scored more goals last season than we did the season before.
No, he's talking about this season.
It's most of the same.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not
it's 4 games.
Like, if you base on what Haaland scored individually, yes, but that's the problem what you faced against Arsenal. If you neutralize one goal scorer, it's easier to neutralize the whole 3 of them. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, when you had Mahrez, when you had what's his name, Silva, when you had players that can attack from the wings as good as from the middle, now all you have to do is shut down the Blondie, and that's it. Doku let him do that stinky leg dance for the next 5 seasons. He ain't good as even Mahrez. That's what I'm trying to say. Haaland is really, really good striker, but it's easier to take one of them off the game compared to the rest of them. That used to it. Like, if you don't see it, that's just my opinion. I don't think.
I'm not said anything. Not said a word yet. No, because City don't play. Going about this winger thing, our wingers have never been goals and assist getters. So, you know, we got to go all the way back to Sane, Sterling to get that sort of stuff. We don't play the same way. We don't play the same way. Riyad Mahrez and Doku, you can't compare, because one was coming from a Premier League winning Leicester City, was the main player, and was also, let's be straight now, wasn't he the PFA Player of the Year as well? Doku's 21 when he signed with City. Massive difference.
But that's what I'm saying. It's the difference, right? If you're a centre back, how easy is it to defend against one prolific striker versus the threat that you used to have from the
I like
other
this
areas?
conversation. We're actually talking about the football now. I like this conversation.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's the threat that City used to have from different areas.
City
That's what I'm saying. Do what?
Well, I think we still have them threats.
Okay, I agree with you. I'm not saying Doku is like completely. I'm just saying it's not as good as it 2 seasons ago or something like that.
You're looking totally at the wrong. City don't use wingers as goal scorers. That's what fans want, isn't what Pep wants. This is what people don't understand. Pep Guardiola does not play the same way season in, season out. He tweaks things. He changes things. This is what we do. We ended the season playing with 2 10s and playing a 3. We went to a 3 at the back, and we were playing 2 10s with Foden and KDB. We'd never done that throughout the whole season.
But it's still, I'm saying, like, the quality of the threat beside Haaland is not what he used to.
What about all this threat and quality? Can I ask, does anyone know the last time City got beat in the league? Anyone throw me that one out?
Was it before
I remember. Last November or December.
Yeah, before the Club World Cup, right?
We're basically getting on to nearly 1 year since we got beat in the league. So everyone can.
And that takes me to a point, Martin. And that takes me to a very good point. A question that was asked on the Football Terrace. Before I do a couple of the super chats, guys, I appreciate you so much, guys. That word Arsenal should win the league because Rodri is not there, right? I said, are Arsenal better than Man City at the current moment? Arsenal are 2 points behind City. They had the toughest run in the beginning. Football-wise, are Arsenal now favorites to win the Premier League because Rodri is out? No. And even if they aren't favorites, and hear me out here, guys, even if they aren't favorites, is the pressure more on Arsenal or Manchester City to win the Premier League this season? Footballing-wise, Man City are weaker. Factually, you can't lose the best player in the world and not be weaker. That's a fact, right?
There's no Hamza here.
Like, that's a fact, by the way. Are Arsenal now, if Odegaard is coming after the international break, is Moreno's coming after the international break, are we actually oblivious? And actually, Arsenal are better than Man City? I'm being honest. Are
We don't
Arsenal
have-
actually
we don't-
better than Man City?
I feel like we're up against the referee every game, so I can't agree that we will. I feel like that we're not being refereed the same as every other team, so that's why I can't say we're favourites.
We were talking football. We were talking.
This is why I can't say we're favourites because
Okay,
we're not
hold
the
on.
same team.
Forget favorites. I want chat. Are Arsenal, based on the sample size we had in the first 5 games, forget the referees. We can come to the referees later. Are Arsenal better than Man City as a team now?
No, we're just a bunch of low block and pureless guys.
Yeah.
Like we're crap at
No,
football.
you are absolutely. Can you answer objectively? I know you're trolling. I know you.
I'm
Can
not
you
trolling.
guys answer
Ironically, I'm not
objectively?
trolling. You just told me that we just play low block football all the time and that we're
I
not
am
very
asking.
good at it.
Okay, you
anymore.
can be a low block and better than other people. Are you better than Man City? No.
I don't think so. No.
No, I would say yeah.
I would say yes too.
Go with it. I want to see
Really,
Arsenal.
people-
I want to see Arsenal.
Without Rodri, yes.
Do you know what it is with me, Mo? I ain't bothered. I'm relaxed this season. Like
You know why he's relaxed?
Say it.
I can tell you why he's relaxed.
See ya. Not
I
bothered.
know why he's relaxed. He has a Pep Guardiola as a manager.
Well, he's just one.
Well,
Seen it. Seen it. Seen it. Done it. Adjusted with everything.
You say without Rodri, they're going to beat they could beat most of the teams in the league without Rodri anyway.
Can I ask you something? Okay, so about that, and everyone, can I ask you something, Andrew?
Yeah.
Man City with Rodri going to Newcastle away, are they the same as Man City without Rodri going to Newcastle away? Answer that and you will know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. They're not going to be the same because they're not going to be the same whoever they play without Rodri. He's the
Who
best
would you
in
pick
the
to
world.
win, Man City or Newcastle away at St. James's Park without Rodri?
When Newcastle are playing Man City.
Nah,
Newcastle.
I've got Newcastle as favourites.
What about
Martin, that Fulham game that they lost is how Newcastle have been playing all season. That is a fraudulent 10 points they've collected. They are fraudulent. They are rubbish.
They're on a good run. City in a bit of a mess.
No, I said, listen. Well, I said, listen. I'm not going to say you're going to batter them. I'd say like a 2-1 or something. You'll win. But Newcastle aren't. Don't let the points fool you about Newcastle. That Fulham game, they should have had that beating all season. You ask Newcastle fans, they're playing rubbish. They are playing rubbish this season. Bruno Guimaraes is playing rubbish this season as well. And they honestly, they collected the points.
I don't understand. So that means City without Rodri will just win all the games.
No, I said they will win most of the games this season. They can win most of the games this season without Rodri.
But they win most of the game. They win most of the games.
I
of the
know,
season,
but what I'm saying is the most important things are going to be obviously the big time away games and the running is where Rodri really comes up clutch in the running. In the title running, he'll hit. City can be like struggling.
Gundo was the Rodri replacement if need be.
I didn't say that. You're not putting it on me. All right. You're not putting it on me, buddy. I don't know what was
just saying.
He literally.
Honestly, you asked me, I got a point. Take a point right now.
Big up LB.
Mo, did you
But
hear
to be honest, no, go ahead.
Gundogan. You said that Gundogan can step in if Rodri's injured. That's
Have
why
you seen Gundogan this season?
Sorry?
I don't think so. I'm not sure, to be honest. But Gundogan is nowhere near Rodri.
No, I would agree. I think Gundogan's had a poor restart to his season.
Like, but Gundogan has been slower, and I can see it. You're right, Martin. And if no one sees that, they just don't want to see it. He has been slower. You are right. Even Martin, you go to the games. Are Gundogan slower a little bit than when he left? It's very obvious, by the way, and I have to admit that.
I just remember being ridiculed for saying that I prefer Marino.
Yeah, you were ridiculed. Yes, you were ridiculed. That is true. And now, bro, he literally can't keep up with the rest of the City team, the speed of the passing. I don't know if it was because he had a preseason. I don't know because he's older. We have to remember that people get older as well. Mohamed Salah is slower, right? People get older as well. And 1 year makes a difference.
Didn't he have 2 big chances against Yilmaz in the Champions League? They didn't take.
And he missed. Yeah, but big chances.
He's getting in the positions.
We are talking about him playing a DM for Manchester City. That is a big role to play.
That's a massive. Yeah, it's massive.
It's a big role to play.
Listen, will their matches be a lot closer without Rodri? Yeah, sure, but I still think they'll come out on top.
And I think it's due to the Pep. I think it's due to the Pep. Pep can adjust. Pep can adjust.
City have arguably lost one of the most influential, important players. Of course, it's going to be a loss.
Yes.
We're not done.
Do you think it's a loss more defensively or offensively?
Both.
Equally?
Mhm.
Because I feel like maybe you're more susceptible to counterattack without Rodri. You might be then forced to play Walker
It
more.
depends who
which
he
means you
starts.
What's that?
It depends who he starts in that position instead of Rodri. If he puts Stones defensively, they solid.
I feel like most
bet-
teams, like City, will be able to manage possession against them and keep them locked in with or without Rodri, right? But it's only when they like doing that counterattack on the City formation that maybe Gundogan won't be able to cover that space that Rodri can, and you need the back line to compensate for that. But yeah, I can't see you guys being that much weaker without Rodri. Like I know you've done very well already this season without Rodri. You had the first 4 games without him. Was that right? And you
Yeah.
won all of them.
The first 4 games in the league without him.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's a bit overstated right now.
I think so too. Like for example, if Arsenal with the way they lost, what's his name, Odegaard, you can see the connection between forward line is non-existent, almost non-existent. Like there's there, but it's not as. I don't think it's going to be that kind of drop at City's team. Like you know what I'm saying? Like there's almost complete disconnect between forward line and midfield. Odegaard is really important for Rodri. It is important, but it's Pep who can adjust with it. They have a talent around it that they can adjust. And I just think Arteta is not the manager, not there to explore adjustments in that specific time yet. I don't think he's that kind of manager yet. Maybe later when he becomes more manager.
We also got rid of most of our Odegaard replacements in the transfer window, so we kind of left ourselves in a bad position there. Where I think City has a lot of like ways of being able to rearrange themselves to still be pretty strong. Creatively, I think he'll be fine. KDB, I think, is more of a loss to you guys. I think he needs to come back.
What happened to KDB? Is he gone for long?
He's back next game.
Right, is he back? Is he back?
Not today.
Man,
It's gonna be on the weekend. Hopefully in the weekend.
KDB's
probably be on the bench, right?
Hang on. KDB's 34. Foden looks way off it. Walker's dropping bollocks everywhere. It is what it is, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Foden's totally not on it. So, and like you said, we're not creating at the moment. So,
creating.
I said, Arsenal, this is your side.
Stinky leg guy, man. All he does is stinky leg. The dancer.
Haaland gets
Let me do this.
That would be going very.
Let's respond. Do Arsenal fans remember calling Chelsea boring? We actually won things.
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember that.
I remember
15 Not only Arsenal fans.
I'm gonna post this to Arsenal, to Martin, actually. Martin Arsenal.
Boring Chelsea. I remember the chant.
Well, I mean, there was boring Arsenal. I've never really mocked another team for being boring. I think Chelsea, I mocked them for not being able to take their chances more than being boring because they create so many and then they just.
It's the reverse.
I don't think that question is that.
No, that's why I've not really got on Arsenal. I've just laughed just at the irony. That's all. Not Martin's playing it or like ones I really stream it. Just like the other like streamers do. Like if we have to play this football way to win trophies, we're going to do it. Like 10, 15 years ago, I never want to play that football to win things. It's always going to be glory, passing football. It's just ironic. That's all. It's just that's what football is. It makes I can't think of the word. It mocks us all. Do you know what I mean? It makes us hypocrites.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It goes in cycles, though.
Yeah,
Dallas exactly. Last season heard the same at the start. We were slow. By the end, we had the highest defensive line in Europe, and we were battering teams. 90 minutes with 10 men skewed it. That's true. That's why, my man, I said I am waiting for the next 8 games before you play Liverpool to see how you're gonna play. It's very simple.
Oh yeah.
I don't believe Arsenal will stay defensively as. I don't think Arsenal will stay as defensive as people think.
No. I think we adjusted to Odegaard specifically for missing Odegaard against City. That's it. I don't think
only against City. I don't think it's gonna affect the rest of the season.
Yeah.
So Dial, I know what you're talking about, but there is a difference in the start of last season and this season. I actually can't remember a team that started that tough. Spurs away, City away, Villa away, Brighton at home. The only easy game was Wolves. I mean, that doesn't count because that's a different draw.
It's the Champions League away in the middle of two very hard games. But I don't think
who had.
I don't know. I just saw Como wipe the floor of Atalanta last week.
3-2 or something.
Can I ask Martin a question?
Go ahead.
Yeah, just like you said, you are right. KDB's 34. Foden's not at it right now. You have, and I've said it, then you got the best defense in Europe, top goalie at the moment. Is this it for you? This way you got to grasp it with two hands.
I see what you're trying to do, I guess. You want me to say Arteta out if he doesn't win a trophy?
I can't win. I say anything and I go, which
No. I get asked this every stream, but is that what you're asking? I think the pressure is on Arsenal to win over Manchester City. I think that we have to win some kind of trophy, or the debate will still rage on about whether Arteta is actually good at what he's doing. But I don't think he's going anywhere if he doesn't win. As a side answer to your question, he's just got a new 3-year deal. So, look, for me, I just want us to be at the top, competing in every competition, FA Cup, even Carabao. A little doggy. Yeah. I think he's got to win. He's got to win. He knows he's got to win. Everyone's telling me every day he's got to win. It's pretty simple.
Simple. Mo, this is me. Mo is actually putting. How you mean? Here we go, Martin. What does that mean? Here we go.
It's exactly what we were talking about. Like I literally just said, simple. Arsenal has to win, and then it's the same thing that I just got asked.
Arsenal has to win. You cannot chase forever. That's why more pressure is on Arsenal. It's not on Man City. Freaking if Man City lose the league this season, who gives a shit?
I'm giving you the favoritism, the pressure, the lot.
You want the underdog thing? I prefer being underdog.
No, I don't even understand how you can think City is under pressure. I don't understand how people can actually think City is under pressure. Like, how you can come to that?
Can I ask you something? Can you put that in perspective? Do you think Arsenal are better than City as a team
right now? Yeah.
But you're a City fan, you're playing underdogs. I'm not used to this.
I'm not playing underdogs.
I'm not used to this. I've never seen this.
Hang on a minute. Did you see Phil Foden yesterday? Does he look on it to you? Does he look like the PFA player of the year to you?
No, he doesn't.
KDB's out injured again. Rodri's out for God knows how long. Edison's flapping at stuff.
So you really deep down think that Arsenal have the better team? Wow.
I think they have the better defense 1,000%. I think they've got better in the. Cause you look at them. Let's be straight now. I've always said the issue with Arsenal is up front, but the way they're defending it counteracts their sort of ability, lack of abilities up top, because they're so good at the other end, and they have got a number of CDMs. I'm going off right now as of 25th September, Mo. That's where I'm at.
I think also people need to remember that Raya's injured, Ben White's injured, Timber's injured. Like we're not like pristine over here. We've got Zinchenko, Odegaard, Marino. It's like a list of 7 or 8 that are currently injured. We're going to see a whole bunch of kids. We've got a 16-year-old in keeper against Bolton today, and our bench is going to be like.
By the way, he's going to get slaughtered today if he loses and he plays with the kids. He's going to get slaughtered in the media. You know that he's going to get slaughtered in the media today.
I know he's going to get slaughtered in the media regardless of whatever happens.
No. If he plays the kids today and don't win, he's going to get slaughtered in the media. You know why.
By the way, big up playing the kids. Caden Braithwaite, 16 years old. Big up.
Chelsea played completely separate 11. Where'd he go?
Big up playing the kids, Mudryk.
Chelsea, I've seen you've got 55.
We have 2 teams, all of them are kids. We have 2 squads, and all of them are kids.
11 for every competition you're in this season.
You know what that is, Martin? That's back to the glory days, Martin. That's back to the glory days. That is.
You've got 11 for every single competition.
We got NFL squad. That's what we got. We got 52
Me and Martin
The funny part is we're still kids though. We are still kids though, all of them.
You're playing Christie, you're playing Nkunku against Barrow. I'm like, what's going on here? What are we doing?
Match ball.
Champions League 2 years ago. He's gone from the Champions League for that straight into Barrow. I'm like, go on then, lad. Enjoy yourself.
Everyone needs a stat pad session. Man United got their 7-0 and now they're back. So, hopefully we can get like 10 or 12 goals today.
Okay, hold on.
You can do 11 changes.
I need to do the super chats because big up HUSAM for being here always. Big up HUSAM always for City Tears. Hit that like button, people. The guy here is saying Arsenal did play like a low block versus Spurs, and that is fine. Play to win games anyway. But I feel Arsenal fan base keep denying this defensive style as if it's a shameful. You are defensive, but so what?
Yeah. That's actually a really good comment.
That's a wrong comment. That is a wrong comment.
No, I'm saying like this is why some Arsenal fans are upset. Like saying like when you said that they play slightly defensively, they like get triggered. Like, no, we didn't. And then you hit him with the Kai 0 pass completion. He was like, no, we didn't. You know what I'm saying? They get upset about it for some reason.
But can you really call Arsenal? Can we really call Arsenal as a defensive team now? If they went to Aston Villa away and had 60-something% of position. That is not no one dominates Aston Villa at their ground, but they did. They had better position against Wolves. However, against Brighton, right? They had more position until the red card. Against Man City, everyone is expecting to defend against Man City. Man City themselves defended against Arsenal to win 3-1 two seasons ago, right? Them playing against Spurs, even Man City themselves are a defensive team against Spurs because it's easier to win against Spurs when you play at the back. My criticism of Arsenal isn't that. You guys know my criticism of Arsenal is what? When Inter played against Man City, we were defensive, right?
Oh, they make fun of you.
No. We were defensive, but we were playing from the back. Our goalkeeper was trying to pass the ball. We weren't trying to play long ball. The criticism of Arsenal now is that your chance creation isn't there. You're relying on long balls and second balls and Havertz winning aerial duels. And instead of being defensive and still playing from the back, I actually still, and I don't know why it is so hard for people to understand. You have good players. Arsenal have good players.
No, seriously, does it matter?
How do you mean it doesn't matter? What do you mean?
If every manager played the same way, we'd all be boring and cancel each other out. Diego Simeone's made a career on defensive and dark arts. And everyone's like, oh, I'd have him as a manager. And it's all okay. Mourinho made his career on it. Go back and look at how the Tottenham fans reacted to Mourinho football. It's what it is.
Yeah, but because he had rubbish players. I'm going to repeat. He had rubbish players.
Doesn't matter. We're getting delved into semantics. These debates are not happening 10 years ago. They're not. Well, no one was doing these debates 10 years ago. Otherwise, Mourinho and Simeone, etc., would have done jack shit.
Mourinho was not a defensive coach. That's a myth.
No.
Oh my God!
He was never a defensive coach.
You go and ask a Man United fan. Go and ask.
He was never a defensive coach. By the way, the majority of Inter games when he coached Inter we were a very attacking team until we faced the likes of Barcelona, which is no one can attack them.
No one can attack them?
No, you can never have position against Barcelona. Bro, no, there is no game that Barcelona had less.
So what about Man City at the Etihad?
And he won you the
that's again. Man City at the Etihad. Man City at the Etihad, no one can have more position than City at the Etihad. Nobody.
But what was
unless it's by design from Manchester City.
No, I'm not going to let you get away with this. Please don't. Why did Tottenham fans want him out?
Yeah, because Mourinho. Yeah, because he played shit brand of football, but that was only Spurs.
Right, okay. Why did United fans want him out?
I don't think he played defensive brand of football at all. He just stopped winning. He just stopped winning.
I don't think it was that.
Martin, I have a bigger sample size.
Ole played even more defensive way than Mourinho at United, and they didn't want him out.
What? No. Okay, I'm not gonna go into a Mourinho debate here, but Mourinho literally did not. This
I'm not
notion that
saying
he's
he's
a
bad for
defensive.
it, but that was his style.
No,
That's
it
not
wasn't.
fair.
No, it wasn't.
No,
It
it
depends on the
wasn't.
team, actually.
It
Depends on the
wasn't.
team. At Sporting, no, at Porto, he wasn't defensive.
Inter, he wasn't until
We're going right back. We're going back 25 years on that one.
he
But he's the
changed lately
manager.
because he managed lesser teams. Martin, when he managed lesser teams, he started being defensive.
No, we're using Porto though as a
Inter, what about Inter? Inter?
To me,
No, because you only watched the Barcelona game. You didn't watch the rest of the games. We wasn't defensive at all. We used to play with 3 forwards.
Mo,
The guy used to play Samuel Eto'o as a winger. How will we call it defensive then?
Short opinion, my opinion.
Can I also make a point about the smoke? You're comparing us to Inter at Man City, right? Take an Atlanta game, for example. Arteta said after the game that we couldn't do the simple things properly. He didn't want us to be that defensive. It's just that if you don't make your passes, you're going to lose possession, then you're going to be back in your own goal again. So it's like there's a difference between him saying, oh, yeah, okay, he's pragmatic and this is how he wants to play, and the players just weren't able to like hold possession and get that dominance. In the first half against Man City, we actually played through them. In the second part of it, we made a chance for Trossard that he skied over the bar, but we actually like played through the field, and then we held possession at the halfway line for the first time. And I was like, finally. But City didn't let us breathe for the first 20 minutes. It was a masterclass in holding the ball and pushing us back. And you've got to acknowledge it's your opposition as well as sometimes is going to dictate how you play.
You know what we've done now? We're making style of plays trophies. And it's boring.
Yeah, I get it.
Boring.
It's not.
Do you know what
At the end, you have to win the trophies.
I cared about what gets lifted in May. For me, Arsenal right now, I disagree with Martin. I think right now they're probably favourites in overall.
Can we talk about this? We're talking Kai Havertz, Saka, and Martinelli up top with no creative midfielder behind them at all, right? That compared to City is so like I think it's way below.
Mo, I'm looking.
Martin Odegaard is not gonna come back.
I'm looking at City the last 2 or 3 games, and I'm like, we're a step or 2 off at the moment.
I see your point. Let me just.
I'm not gonna lie. You want me to come on here and build Billy bullshit? We'll do it all day. I don't. This is what I mean. I'm not gonna come on here and wax lyrical because it's Manchester City. Right now, we're looking a little bit bereft ideas. It is what it is.
How many games City unbeaten since November? 30 games in the league. Andrew, I went and counted. 30 games in the league, City are unbeaten. Hi, guys. Rice is the exact same player as Rodri. Why does Arsenal fan always say they are the underdogs? To be honest, I think the league will shift places.
Not a chance.
I actually don't understand. Is he trolling or is he being serious?
I don't think it's the
same. They're not the same.
Kelvin, are you trolling or are you being serious, my friend? I'm not.
By the way, if anyone says I'm trolling, go back to a show that I did 5 weeks ago. I came up with hashtag fun season. That's what I'm having this year. Fun season.
Fun season. Vibes. Look, if I say we're favourites, I get told I'm delusional. I get told that my players are crap.
I think Arsenal are favourites.
Martin, you are not going to get a better chance than what you got now. KDB's out injured. Rodri's out for a considerable amount of time. Foden is off the boil. We have no backup striker. The wingers, the wing play, Jack Grealish, Doku, and everything else gets so Walker's off it. Right now, you look at your defence. It's Gabriel and Saliba best duo in Europe. Right now, on form, Ray's best goalie. Proved it on Sunday.
Yeah, but he's also
I'm going to ask you, why aren't you backing your team favourites? Why aren't you backing
right? We haven't played in any kind of way that makes me feel like we've got our attacking fluidity at all, right? I think it's going to take maybe months for us to get that. So we're
hold on, Martin. That's why I think Arsenal is better. That's why I think Arsenal is better this season, and they should grab that opportunity because the defense can hold on to it. For example, if you're in a game and you don't concede, you always have a chance to score. As long as you don't concede, you stay in the game. That's I always say. I'm defender.
I think
I
I'm
defend,
also framing
it's
it
more
in the
important.
context that I don't think that we signed the striker that we needed in the summer and all that kind of stuff. It's not that simple as just defending our way to a title. I think if we can do 1-0 to the Arsenal all the way, great, and I won't complain. But I'm not that confident. I think
But
Liverpool's in a
nobody
better
looks back
position.
on it and goes, keep saying.
Can I let Martin? I want Martin to finish this point. Martin, finish this point again. I'm sorry.
I think Liverpool's in a better position because no one's focusing on them. They've got a very strong squad across the park, and they've got great players everywhere, basically, in their spine.
You
But they
think
don't wanna-
Liverpool are higher than Arsenal in terms of probability to win the league?
They're definitely ahead of us right now. They have the least goals conceded. I don't think there's many weaknesses to their side, and I already said that I picked them as second. It's not like a change of thing. I think that they're going to be right up there. So I think they're just cruising under the radar right now. Everyone's focusing on Arsenal City because we just had that huge game, but I don't feel like we've come out battered and bruised from that game, and we're still not in a situation where I've got an answer for Odegaard. I don't think we've got an answer for what's happening on our left wing potentially. Saka's carrying an injury. Is he going to provide the same numbers? So it's hard to see where our goals are coming from, except from Gabriel on a corner right now.
So where are City's goals coming from? Haaland gets
Haaland. Haaland has all of your goals.
No, Haaland gets injured.
He doesn't get
But he's
injured.
not injured.
I said it.
But he's not
Hang on a
injured.
minute. Rodri wasn't injured on Sunday. He's out for nearly all season.
Okay, what if Saka gets injured then? No, I can play the F game every day. What if Salah gets injured? I can play the F game.
I'm okay.
Yeah, what if
Martin,
Modric gets injured?
you cannot assume that they're gonna get they're gonna get injured like Haaland or Saka. I'm not gonna assume that now. No one thought that Rodri will be on an ACL. I'm never gonna assume that here. It doesn't work like this.
It's hard to count Haaland
Guys,
out.
this is a very strange thing. No one backs their team anymore.
No, but
No.
like it's
No
hard
one
to know
backs their
who's
team
better.
anymore.
It's like it's not clear. It's not cut and dry that there's one better team. We just know that there's a
It's
manager.
kind of
Yeah.
funny to back your team in September.
We are only 5 games in, by the way. Jesus.
Like back your team. Like I'm backing my team as far as the next game.
Hey, maybe Chelsea's in the title race.
Hey, let's not make fun of each other.
No,
Samuel
I'm
is
serious.
saying Chelsea winning the league,
Yeah,
Arsenal and
see?
Liverpool too scared to claim it.
I mean,
It's exactly Samuel.
Get
Nobody has
involved.
chest anymore.
So,
No one has
has
chest
he
anymore,
got-
Samuel.
Can I ask Samuel a question then? Have you got City 4th then? I'm guessing.
He didn't even mention
I'm
City.
just looking at that. Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool. Have we dropped
No,
to
you just move a place down. Chelsea just go top. Everyone's top three is City, Arsenal, Liverpool. Everyone just goes down a place. That's all it is.
Maybe if this Villa's in it, it's
Hey.
up for grabs, you know?
there's
Tell
115. You
Costa
might be
yes.
playing in a different league next season.
And the Rodri thing don't matter, does it? Yeah, there we go.
Hey, you never know. Rodri might
It
have
won't
played
happen. It won't happen.
Rodri
Mike.
might have played his last ever game with City.
By the way, there's the bad news on Rodri. I knew it was there. I knew it was there. Based on the pain, I knew it was there. People saying like, "Oh, it could be a slight." No, the way he went down, that mechanism of injury, it was rupture. Like he
Can I-
ripped that ACL.
It is rupture. By the way, it's gonna require a surgery, so he's not coming
Oh,
back
yeah.
until maybe next year, end of next year. Pep isn't injured; he will find a solution, and that is very important.
That's
Who
what
would
I'm
you
saying.
trust more? Who would you trust more, Pep or Arteta, to win the Premier League?
Well, it's
It's gotta
kind of
be
easy to
Pep.
answer.
You gotta say Pep. It's always Pep.
Yeah,
It's always Pep.
Well,
He played with Fabian Delph at left back to win a title. What are we talking about here? You know what I mean? what are we doing here? He'll just pull out something like that. Or we might see Rico Lewis play in the midfield for the entire season, or switch to right back, or something
or some
like
new kid from the academy that we
if
never heard
Pep
of.
stays for 3 more years, خلاص, we give
January,
up.
they
Hang on.
buying somebody.
Right now, he's leaving at the end of the season.
They buying somebody.
We need some
January.
players. Then I'll be
Look,
confident.
I wanted to go back to a point about football, actually. Going back to the football people. Martin raised a very good point from Arsenal. He said that where is our creativity coming from? Is that something that people actually question? Who's going to step up to Arsenal when Odegaard is not there to create the chances for them? Martin said we score from set pieces and design set pieces. What if there are no set pieces to score from? Who's stepping up for Arsenal?
Calafiori.
Hang on. Whoa. No.
Whoa.
It's where I wasn't allowed to put some maybes 2 minutes ago.
No, but I'm asking a question.
But there's
I'm asking a question. Who's stepping for? Who do you think is going to create chances for Arsenal?
There's going to be set pieces. They're going to get corners.
Today we might see Ethan Winieri make a case for himself starting.
I'm actually gonna.
Has anyone just seen what you've just done there? You've just absolutely done yourself there, Bob.
Why?
Because you went, I can't but some maybe you went, if they don't have set pieces.
No. But that is, you cannot rely on set pieces every game to win you the games. Are we kidding here?
Is that not a skill? Is it not worked on in training that?
They can't. Okay. They're going to unlock every game now with the set pieces. Are we assuming that Arsenal are just going to unlock every game with the set piece now?
I'm just saying.
No, it's impossible.
I actually have imaginary idea, but people don't rate that player. So the reason why they don't rate him because they put him in a left back. But Zinchenko is actually creative midfielder. He plays.
Out of the team,
I know you don't like him, Mo. I know you don't like the.
No. I like him. No. You're getting my point. I like him. Arteta doesn't like him, and he said that publicly.
No. In the midfield. In the midfield.
Yeah. Yes.
No.
He said Zinchenko is only a left back. He literally said that.
Mo. One slight correction. The reason why he's talking about him in the midfield, it's when he progressed into the midfield. I'm not talking about him being in that specific midfield. He actually plays for Ukraine and for other clubs before. He's actually closer to the Odegaard position when he plays. And he actually creative. He's really good at it.
Yeah, but he's injured right now. I don't think
that's this is just like one of those. I'm not saying he will. I'm saying that's another thing. Another thing, you don't have to play as Odegaard. If Arteta brave enough, what he can do is use Jorginho the way Jorginho used to play at Napoli and let him change the ball on the wings quicker. You don't have to pass in the midfield too much between what's his name? Rice. And eliminate the amount of passing in the midfield. Just do the switch and let Saka run the channels. Saka and Martinelli. That's how they played 2 seasons ago, by the way. They did not try to control the midfield all the time. 2 seasons ago, when they ahead of City, like 9 points in March, that's how they played. And that's why Martinelli was successful and Saka was successful. Because the passes in the midfield was not taking that long. Switch to the wings was way quicker. That's one way if I was a manager.
Against Spurs, but that was the only minutes he's played all season, and he looked like he was absolutely wrecked after about 45 minutes. So I'd like to see Jorginho get more of a responsibility of creativity from deep, but he's kind of a liability.
He's not that good. He's not that good anyway.
Well, Mo hates him, so
it's not that good in a way. Okay, someone responded to you. He said Chelsea 1, Man City 2, Arsenal 3rd, Liverpool 4th.
What I said, everyone just moves down a place, we go top. That's all it is.
That's what I said. Harvey is saying, that is the point, Harvey. We won't play City every week. We will create chances. But that's why we're waiting to see. Arsenal and... it's a good segue to Chelsea before we were asked on the Football Terrace a question. Would you swap Haaland for Cole Palmer for Chelsea fans? Would you swap Haaland for Cole Palmer? Would you give Cole Palmer away to City and have Erling Haaland? Everyone in the chat, we still have over 700 people here. We need 400 likes. And also, I want people to get involved. Would you swap Cole Palmer and remove him and get Erling Haaland?
Oh,
yes or no, people?
Nausea. It literally nausea. It
literally
nausea.
You mean for this season, right?
Right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
Right now.
As the squads are, yes.
You don't think?
I wouldn't have done it last season because
last season Cole Palmer is the best player in the league.
No, it's not that. It's just like
he's playing as one. He's not the best. He's playing as one of the best. Actually, no. Actually, he's not even playing as one of the best at the moment. I don't think he's overall. He hasn't been overall that good.
How about somebody else? How about somebody else?
What do you mean somebody? No, that's
I'll give him Nkunku. I'll give them Jackson.
No. Come on, Alex. Alex. No. The whole point is that Haaland versus Palmer.
They don't say
Oh, no, no, I don't think so.
Just because you paid the same price as what we did for Haaland, that ain't our problem.
We didn't pay the same price.
You did.
For who? For Haaland versus who? Palmer?
Palmer was up to 50 million with add-ons. Haaland's release clause.
This is
the actual sticker price of Haaland.
No.
But he's going to achieve them.
65 million release.
I know how much Palmer deal was.
Guys, it is my response on the football terrace. It was Cole Palmer can carry a team. Erling Haaland needs service.
Yes.
It's completely different. Even though Erling Haaland might be the most beneficial guy, but Erling Haaland without a creator will not score. Without someone creating for him will not carry the team. Cole Palmer can't be the creator. That is the thing. I think it's an obvious choice. You choose Cole Palmer. Unless you have another creator that is on Palmer's level. But we're assuming that teams don't have two Palmers, right?
Yeah.
Like there are no two KDBs.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. Last season, I would have said no because he was the only one creating. You know what I mean? He was the only one creating. The team flowed through him. This season, you're not seeing the team. I know it's only 5 games. You're not seeing the team really flow through him like last year because he was more on the right and he's in centrally. I think this season he probably lean towards maybe, or there's more people may say Haaland because we've got the players there that can probably create for him.
That's not me taking anything from Haaland.
No. I saw the debate.
In a comment that is very, very. There are way more Palmers in the world than there are Haalands now in the world.
But there's not a lot of teams playing to play Haaland. Not a lot of teams playing.
Yeah, but once you get Haaland, you'll change to play Haaland, bro.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
If anyone has Haaland, they will change the way they play to actually.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
That's what Martin is saying. Me and Martin were doing a show last week, and he said now he sees the whole picture of like we are building around Haaland. Man City, their wingers are just there to serve Erling Haaland.
Look at this.
Not there to score.
No one's there to score. It's only Erling Haaland there.
Look at this, Mo. For example, if we get in Haaland right now for Palmer, we have to switch the way we play now. It's way more complicated to do that than just keep Palmer. It will be more beneficial because you don't have to. Haaland can finish the chances that Jackson can't, but Jackson can roll the players the way Haaland can't. He's not Haaland, but he can roll the players better.
Let me flip that.
That's why it would have been interesting if we bought Osimhen because we would have probably changed the way we played if we bought Osimhen.
To everyone on the panel and people in the chat. We sit here and we rubbish Chelsea. A lot of people do on social media. A lot of people on YouTube rubbish Chelsea.
Boo, Chelsea.
The fact that 2 Chelsea fans said that this season, I am willing to trade off my best player for a striker like Erling Haaland, doesn't that prove that actually Chelsea have built the team to actually be able to have that one of the best attacks in the league? Where do you rank Chelsea's attack overall in the league? With Jackson now today, Jackson and Cole Palmer being the best duo in the league in terms of numbers. Where would you rank them? That Chelsea and are they better than Arsenal, Liverpool, City? Are they better than Spurs?
I think we're better than Arsenal. We're better than Liverpool. And I judge HUSAM really, really hard. He said that his starting 11 is better, front 3 is better than Chelsea front 3. The only better player that he has in front 3 is Salah. The rest of them, no. City has actually a better front 3 than Chelsea.
Really?
Arsenal
you think
doesn't.
Doku, Savinho, and Haaland are better than your front 3?
No, you see, that's what I'm saying. No, not Doku. That's not Doku.
I like Doku.
I don't. But I'm saying Haaland, and I'm saying Foden, and I'm saying Grealish. Those front 3 are better than Chelsea front 3.
He's playing Savinho, though, isn't he? So Savinho, you got to
yes,
Savinho.
But Savinho is adjusting to the league. I don't think he's going to be consistent.
Yeah, but we're judging not the starting 11 because I think Erling Haaland by himself.
Overall option.
I'm judging not the starting 11 because Erling Haaland and Mohamed Salah by themselves right? They make their attack better. I'm talking about the options. Chelsea have 7 options up top.
Yeah, that's
Sancho,
what I'm saying.
Madueke, Palmer, Nkunku, Jackson. Who else, guys? Felix. So you have
Felix,
7. Forget Modric.
Neto.
So are people sleeping on Chelsea, to be honest? Does
No,
anybody
we're
think
not
people are sleeping on
sleeping.
Chelsea?
We're gonna
No.
concede a
Are
lot because
people
we have a bomb
sleeping
defense.
on Chelsea?
Let the non-Chelsea
Are people
fans
sleeping
answer.
on
Right?
Chelsea? It's
Oh,
wrong. It's the other way.
Sorry.
Our rivals. How do you see Chelsea, Martin? One of you guys.
This guy.
Anyone.
Don't be shy.
Are we playing against Wheelbarrow FC and Soviet FC, or are we playing like a big game against the hard defense?
In the league.
I have given Chelsea a little bit of crap, but I would say that they have a very strong attack on paper. And it's about unlocking those connections between the players and all that kind of stuff. But I wouldn't say that I would take them over Man City's attack or Liverpool's. I think that they're probably stronger than us right now because we're a little bit depleted. And maybe Villa or something like that are up there. I'm trying to think of other teams that might have like a case. But yeah, I think Chelsea's very good on paper because that's what they were doing when they were buying. They were buying big names, good names, the kind of stuff that like people are going to get excited about. So if they can follow through on the hype, then I think they're going to be very effective. Even Jackson, who I'd given a fair amount of crap to, but he gets there in the end. But yeah, what about you, Horse?
Chelsea have improved 100%. I bet. Well, it depends what you're saying about. Because I said City are different. I can't judge Chelsea and City. We don't play the same way. Yeah. Chelsea rotate the 3 and also involve all 3. They all meant to chip in and help. Some games Palmer's on the wing, then he's 10, then he's here, then he's a floater, then he's not, then he's scored. He's on penalties. Haaland does penalties a lot, sir. The idea is get the ball to Haaland. That's why Haaland's got more goals than all the front 3 at Chelsea combined in the league, because that's what his job is. I did just check that. You've got 9, we've got 10. I was checking that. I wasn't going to come out with that. Haaland scored more goals than some Premier League teams. This season. I mean, that goes back
does anybody else think he will be?
Go back to my point earlier on with a bit at the moment. If Haaland gets injured,
do you think people will figure him out?
Figure who out? Chelsea.
Haaland.
That's what I'm saying.
You mean you've been trying to figure him out for 3 years?
No.
Bro, Cherby marked the guy out of the game. 52 years old at Cherby.
52.
That's saying, one game.
You were there. You witnessed
it,
Martin. You were there, Martin. 52 years old at Cherby.
You can neutralize Haaland.
He's loving it, I'll tell you, he's loving that.
I think City only have 3 goal scorers. It's like Haaland, KDB, and
Foden based on last season.
I thought KDB would stay fit. He's already played like
I know, but it's a bit of a risk, is all I'm saying. Like putting your whole team through Haaland.
I mean, it's like the bloody Walking Dead at the Etihad at the moment. Everyone's falling down.
Like for some reason, KDB can't stay fit for last season. He missed 20 games. People, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, people get old, Mo.
But that's the point.
No, you're not allowed. You're not allowed in Mo's world.
Yeah,
you're banned from going to 34. Stop it.
I just think people. It's so naive, such a naive think that you cannot stop one of the greatest strikers of this generation. Like, it's myth. You can stop him, especially if the routes to get him into the game are kind of shy right now at City.
Imagine the best defense in the world couldn't stop him. So the best defensive.
But that again, the best defense in the world. It's a moment. It's a moment in the game they didn't. But whole 50 minutes they did.
Hang on. Whoa, I need to come back. So, you saying you got the best defense in the world?
I'm taking the piss, and you didn't understand. I'm taking the piss.
Oh, so yeah,
I think it went over your head. It went over your head.
It probably did. Yeah.
They didn't. But he scored within 10 minutes. They
definitely
didn't.
but he
There is
scored.
only one guy to mark, which is Erling Haaland, and he scored.
No, I'm saying like there's a moment of genius from Savinho, from that kid that made that pass, made that whole run, instead of what I'm saying.
Bernardo Silva's run.
Instead of how they usually would pass back. For example, Doku would have passed in that scenario because defender was really close to Savinho when he rolled him.
Has Doku upset you?
What?
Has Doku upset you?
I don't think it was Doku then.
No, has he upset you? Because you don't said a nice thing about him on stream.
I don't like Doku. I just don't
I
like.
I like him last
player.
night when he put the ball in the onion bag. Thought it was very good of him.
It's all right.
Don't
I
worry,
just-
Let me
I'm
do this.
about to-
Chelsea
I'm
have
about-
too
I'm
many
about to-
knee.
Whoa. Don't
Okay,
put
I
this
stopped.
up.
I stopped. And Heyesh,
Holy shit.
I have to tell you, to be honest, this is warranted a
It's a ban.
oh my god, bro.
I don't understand what happened.
Don't read it. Don't read it.
What is so good
read it
about
to
you
yourself,
fucking
slowly.
doing this, bro?
Don't even
have
ask.
a Libyan, Algerian, or a Palestinian flag. Why is so nice about this? You doing this? Oh, I'm catching people out. I am catching people out. They say the words on the. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Yeah, disgusting, man. Disgusting.
It's absolutely horrendous.
I
It's
don't even
fucking
understand.
garbage,
So
bro.
I don't even know what
That
happened.
is so fucking garbage. Don't worry about it. That's so fucking garbage. It's unbelievable, bro.
That's what I said to you the other day.
Fuck the super chat, bro.
Yeah. Take your £2 and shove it, bitch.
Refund that.
Bro, fuck the super chat, bro.
Some
What the fuck is wrong with people these days, bro?
They're in the gutter. They're in the gutter.
What is this, bro?
Unbelievable. Having a nice
weird.
I'm
discussion.
gonna have to translate it after the stream because I don't know. Still, it went way over my
I
head.
will tell you after. Fuck this
Yeah.
weirdos, bro. Fuck off.
Maybe I'm too old for that. It's way too.
No,
It's
no.
fucking
It's
weird.
not.
Salam, Tanya. Thank you so much, Tanya, for this. Salam. Love you guys. Videos. Keep up the good work. Appreciate you, Tanya. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you. Appreciate you so much, Tanya, Chelsea fan. Palmer is better than Haaland. He's the best player in the league. A lot of people are running with this agenda now. Appreciate you so much, Tanya.
I like to play people when fans are loyal to their players, though. I mean, I think we got offered the same. Would you swap Saka for Haaland or something like that, like last season? I like it when fans want to keep their players, even if it may not make sense to like. So how could you say no to Haaland? It's like just back your players.
That is exactly the same as the Foden Saka BS that comes out.
Now, Foden and Saka, I kind of like the argument.
But is Saka a 10? Saka a 10? No. So
like,
Palmer's not a striker. What we're doing here?
That's what I'm saying. Like, but I like.
What it
I like
is,
the years.
what it is, it's a dick sizing competition. Or my player's better than your player. But what is it? Come on.
AMT, ban that racist, please. Banned. Hidden from the channel. Banned. Done. It's already done. Thank you so much.
Jesus Christ.
It's weird, bro. He did it to Lee before, to Lee Gunner as well, and just put it on Twitter, bro. Bro, what the fuck is wrong with people? What are you trying to prove? It's weird.
Oh, thank you,
Anyway.
Jonathan. I'm so slow.
Well, move on because the more you talk
Anyway, going back to, I want to talk about a little bit. I want to speak a little bit. We want to touch on this underdog, the last 5 minutes, this underdog mentality of freaking Liverpool. What is wrong? Bro, what is wrong with Liverpool people, bro? I know Jamie is not here.
Up. Somebody become a frigging favourite. Everyone's bloody underdogging.
Bro, that is wrong with Liverpool lately. I say yes, the squad is thin. Bro, you have as competitive starting 11 as anyone else in the league. Anyone else.
They've got
look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I love you guys. Wallahi, I love you guys. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Absolutely amazing.
No, they're trying to get around it right now.
You tried to race this with City PTSD. I love you guys. Redline Teranga. Guys, you guys are absolutely.
Coming soon in the chat.
I said this last time, though. I don't know where this 2-horse race has come from. For me, it's 3-horse race. I don't know where this 2-horse race is. Just
No, we're nearly there. We're going to turn it into a 4. Don't worry, we're nearly there. The little horse, we'll turn it into 4.
There you go. It's all right to say
don't
you're
worry,
in a title
don't
race.
worry, you're going to fall off your Christmas tree in December, don't you?
We're there for half a year. Leave us alone.
Yeah, you'll get half a year and sack your manager and go back to Planet Zero. You'll be straight. Let's go again. Which one we doing?
I'm more worried about
How
next
dare
season.
you? How dare you?
But you don't even deny it. That's the scary thing. You're not going. It's not actually true.
We're committed. We're committed to Maresca. Maresca ball
Husam's found a loophole, right? Husam's
But
like,
I want to
yeah,
go back before we end the show. I want to go back,
Yeah.
guys. We're 2 likes away from 300. We can absolutely live get to 400. I promise you this. You can like the video now and get to 400. The Liverpool thing.
Yeah.
They have a thin squad. You have to admit. But why are people not putting Liverpool in title races?
I'll finish this off. They've found a loophole. They'll say they're in a title race, but they predict that they'll fall off in January if they don't get
February. Yeah, February. Yeah.
So it's a script, and that way that they won't be made fun of if they don't. Get
Because FSG didn't back the new manager with the signings. We didn't get a midfielder.
No, I agree with that. No, I agree with that.
No, I'm just saying that that would be excuses, which are fine. But no, they've always done this. No matter if they've had the best team, even during when people are saying the best when they won the Premier League, is this the best Premier League team ever? Do you know what I mean? They've always want to be the underdog story. They're like a multi-billionaire who still use coupons at the local store. Do you know what I mean? They never want to admit they're a big bad. Do you know what I mean? But they always go, we're the biggest club in England. But don't put pressure on us, please. We don't want pressure. We want to be in the spotlight.
Andrew, we're determined in this show. Nobody wants the frigging pressure in this league at the minute. Everyone
Chelsea does.
I'm coming back
Bring up
to
Samuel's
September.
super chat familiar. That's the top score.
When did Chelsea fans become United fans? What's all this? We're back bullshit. We're back. Have you been reading the United script? United are back.
Couple
United
of
have
wins.
been back 3 weeks.
Yeah, but we're
Chelsea are back. Anyone else back?
We're back. We're back. We're here. It's like we never left. Really, we were just taking a sleep for 2 years. We're back.
Well, you know what Liverpool say? If we get injuries, if we need Diaz to step up all the time. We need Gravenberch to stay injury free. What if Van Dijk gets injured? Okay.
Yeah.
What if Haaland gets injured? I can do the same thing. I can do the same game. What if Saka gets injured? I literally can sit here and do this ifs game with Liverpool for the majority. And by the way, and hear me out, this Liverpool fans, because you guys are. I'm not saying you'll win the league, but literally, Man City and Arsenal literally have some individuals that are way more important. For example, we sit here and say if Haaland gets injured, City are finished, right? If Saka gets injured, Arsenal's attack is finished, right?
Hey, I just played dice ball. Don't look at me.
I don't think it's that important for Arsenal, Saka.
He's very important, but I know you're trolling. But let me just go back. He literally carried them in 4 games, bro. He had in 5 games. If there was no Saka, Arsenal wouldn't have won the games. But let me just finish this point because I really don't want to land this point. The difference is, yes, you have Van Dijk, you have Salah, you have Alisson, right? But there are other players as well. You're not as reliant on one player as other teams. You aren't.
And with the Rodri injury, everyone's got to reevaluate, I guess, how far off they are from Man City.
Yeah, because I mean, Salah. I know Salah got an assist at the weekend, but they didn't really play through Salah against Bournemouth at the weekend. It's more Diaz.
Again, it's Milan. They still won the game without being relying on him.
Yeah, exactly. Which I think is a good thing. I mean, still, if he was to get injured, I would say they wouldn't win it anyway because Salah's just clutch. But Mo, they've been doing this for decades. Being like the underdog. Yeah, our one Premier League is better than City's like 5 or 6 or something like it means more and all this crap. You know what I mean? They just like the underdog story, but like living in their gold house. Do you know what I mean? That's what they like. They just do it all the time. Our Champions League, the way we won it was better. We had to play this, and this. It's just a normal thing. It's now just common common ground. They just love to be the
Bernardo
underdog.
Silva said that Liverpool have the right mentality. They know how to play football properly and come to win and stuff like that. So yeah, they should be ahead of us.
Yeah, 100%. Let me do this couple of super chats. Maybe some Liverpool fans will step up and have some balls to say anything. So we can't compare players now who plays different
positions.
No, we can. We can absolutely compare players based on importance to their team, JJ. Like how important Palmer is and how replaceable he is. For example, for Liverpool, I believe Van Dijk is as important to Liverpool as Haaland is important for Man City. Does that make sense? So that means I can compare both. I'm not comparing goal scoring ability to goal scoring ability, but I'm comparing the weight for the starting lineup. I can compare that. 100%. I can compare Palmer to Salah. I can compare Palmer to Gravenberch. I can do this.
Yeah.
Rishi here is saying, like Slot said, we have played teams in the bottom half. Fair enough. Fair enough. We're waiting to see. You literally went to Manchester United and smashed them.
That's a shot at United. He said bottom. He said bottom.
But that is the reality. Not a lot of teams will go to Man United and smash them. Even Manchester City, when they go to United away, there is a little bit of a struggle. So Liverpool going to United and dominate them is a testament to how good their team is. It's a testament. X Page, appreciate you. We are winning the league, Liverpool. I love the chest.
There we go.
I love that chest. Chest is great. We need the chest here because I'm tired of this. Oh, your favorites. Your favorite. Oh, you're winning the league. Pressure is on you. No, pressure is on me. No, I don't have good players. Bro, fuck that, bro. I want the chest back. What the fuck is the chest? Bro, anyway.
Maybe
people say that I'm gaslighting. People say that I'm gaslighting Liverpool fans every single stream now. You know why? Because I refuse this underdog mentality. When you have, because in the same way, you know, in the same sentence, they respond to say, but we have a lot of world-class players. How Van Dijk is the best defender. Salah is this. Alisson is that, but we're underdogs.
Mo, let me ask you a question. How's Igal Old Bravo Husam? What is he saying about Liverpool this season?
Husam is saying we are gonna drop in February.
I wouldn't say that. Igal's older brother, Husam.
Yeah.
No.
Actually, they are the other way around. It's the other way around. Igal has chest. Husam, you can call him realist. He just doesn't have chest at all lately. To be honest.
I'm just saying lately.
Okay, I'm gonna start this, Haytham. Actually, why don't I start making after every Liverpool win? I start making a video. Liverpool are scary. Why not?
You got to do the thing, though. You got to do that, though.
Liverpool are scary. Husam is doing it. Terry's doing it. I can do it as well.
No.
I can do it as well.
No, I know what you're doing. You imagine MHF with you two and you start doing that.
Liverpool are scary videos are coming, bro. Liverpool, if they win today against West Ham, I am putting out a video. Liverpool are scary.
Quad on. The quad is on.
I am doing it, Redline Taranga, and you're gonna love it. Liverpool are scary. I'm starting a new trend. I'm doing it, people. 100% I'm doing that. Listen, people. Stay here. Don't go anywhere. This is going to take you to actually MHF. When I'm actually doing a stream with Husam, we're going to talk about Declan Rice rule at Arsenal now. Manchester United, of course, creating the most chances in the league, guys, believe it or not.
Wow.
Yes.
Manchester United. They are the best team in the league. And Chiesa making his debut for Liverpool, hopefully today. I will talk about that. The Mancunian way in the description. Martin's channel. What do you got coming up?
Tomorrow we're going to chat about Rodri's injury and Newcastle countdown.
All right.
We'll do any business in January.
Also, Jamie Phillips' channel is in the description as well. He couldn't make it today. So big up Jamie, of course. Big up everybody that joined us, guys. We can get to 400 likes live. We are about 70 likes away. And we still have about 600 people here. I am sure there is over 200 people that didn't like the video. So hit that like button. Get us to 400 likes underneath the live chat. Thank you for everybody super chatted the channel. Appreciate everyone. And we're out of here, people, actually. Just go to MHF. Like the video when you go to MHF, people.
Say hello to you, guys.